Alright, we are here in beautiful Ixtapa, Mexico, looking out the front of the Bayview Grand complex. And today, I'm going to be taking you on a tour of Unit 1203 North. Right here. And you can see in there, that's the floor plan that we've had the last two times that we stayed in this complex. This time we have the alternate two-bedroom floor plan that has this angular door here. So, as you first come in, you're greeted to a very wide foyer, tastefully decorated. And you look out at the beautiful view of the ocean from this large, extra-wide living room area. You can see this setup has a much wider and, I don't know exactly how to put it, fatter living room than the other style would, where the wall comes down the middle and the master bedroom is over here. I'll show you how that makes a difference here in a minute. But for the time being, you can see how this is just absolutely gorgeous over here. You have this gigantic patio. The tub doesn't work, but it doesn't really detract from the fact that this is just enormous. It has a beautiful view. I mean, seriously, look at this. You can see all the hotels down the strip, the Ponton, Presidente, Emporio, and the list goes on. And there's actually a newer Bayview Grand complex way down there on the end. Very similar style, but much newer than this one. Haven't actually been over there to see it yet, but it's kind of cool. They have a nice variety of patio furniture out here. A table, 2 chairs, 2 fold-up lounge chairs, the other one's back there, and then these 2 chairs, which are sort of like recliners. In here, they went for sort of a Western Mexican type of theme with the furniture. Wrought iron couches, which are more comfortable than they look. Little rocking chair. I love the 2 cactus lamps, and yes, this one here actually is a lamp. So you turn it on here and it lights up, and at night all these little like pieces of colored glass all light up, and it's pretty cute. The kitchen is sort of tucked back here. You have a breakfast bar in the front, water dispenser, full sink with a garbage disposal, draining area, dishwasher, which I love, a range and gas cooktop, and a pretty decent sized refrigerator too. Plenty of cabinet space. It's a fully functional kitchen. I mean, they don't compromise in anything with this design. There's also a little pantry area in here, which doesn't really have a whole lot in it, but it's there. And there's also a laundry room over here, with just a nice little GE stack unit washer dryer. Very typical in condos like this. And it's nice because you can close the door when those things are running, so you don't have to listen to them. And that leads us back to the foyer here. One thing I thought I'd touch on over here is the oddity of this door. You see, there's 2 deadbolts, which require a key to be locked from the inside, which is pretty dangerous. So once I do this, now you need a key to exit. It's a fire hazard, kind of just a safety hazard in general. I'm not sure what possessed them to do that. But also the other interesting thing is that both of these take different keys. I'm not really sure. There's probably a reason for that. I'm just not aware of it. Perhaps somebody else has a key to the bottom one and not the top one. I really don't know. But other than that, there's really not a lot I can complain about in this condo. I love this alternate floor plan. You can see back here, this is the secondary bedroom, featuring a ceiling fan, a nice window with that view I showed you out the front at the beginning of the video, a double bed, and also a little twin-size bed over here in the corner for an additional guest. I've just sort of been using it as a table. There's a nice closet area with all kinds of shelves, drawers, places to hang your things up, big shelf on top. It's very nice. I did notice a bit of a lack of furniture in this room. For instance, there's no nightstand next to the bed, so I just kind of stole that chair for the living room. And also, there was no clock, so I just put one down there on the floor. I also took that from the living room. And there was a bit of a lack of light, so I also brought in the floor lamp for the living room. It's like I took half the living room and just brought it in here. It's still a very comfortable bedroom. It's hard to complain. But that is probably the two things that I didn't really like, were the setup of this bedroom, like just the furniture in general, and the fact that you need a key to unlock that door from the inside. That's my full list of complaints here. Everything else, no problems at all. Then you come into the bathroom, the secondary bathroom. There's a door to get into it from the main area, which I just keep locked all the time for privacy. And that's nice because you have this second door that opens directly into the bedroom. There's a nice sized sink here at the back, featuring under sink cabinets and a mirror where you can see my big sweaty head. Hello. Plus a little shelf up there where you can put things. And I don't quite understand why the door is on this side instead of this side, because you have to keep opening and closing it to get to the toilet and the shower stall. But then back here, obviously, you have the toilet and, gasp, the shower stall, which is very large, tons of room, good pressure. Has sort of a luxurious feel just because of the size of it. And considering that this place is roughly 10 years old, I believe, and in a tropical environment, all the plumbing fixtures in here are flawless. And that takes a lot of good maintenance to keep them up. And then, over here, there's this little hallway that you may have seen before, which leads to the master bedroom. This is the drawback to this layout. You get this amazing living room with the huge glass doors you can just slide all the way open. But the master bedroom does not get an ocean view. It gets the same view that the secondary bedroom does. We think this is better because we spend almost all of our time out there and not back here sleeping. But to some people, that might be a minus. I don't know. Personally, I think it's worth sacrificing the view for the master bedroom. And here is the master bath. This is my parents' territory, so I didn't want to mess it up and clean it up and move their stuff around. But you can see, you just got the little sink there, the toilet, and the shower stall. One thing I think is kind of funny is that this has the same amenities of my bathroom, but if you notice, it actually seems a little bit smaller in terms of square feet. So in some ways, a second bathroom, I don't know why I keep mixing them up, is actually a little bit better than the master bathroom. But that's not to say this is a bad bathroom. It may not be the most luxurious one in the world, but it still has that same beautiful shower stall, and all the plumbing fixtures, again, are flawless. Then lastly, you have the bedroom itself. Just a king-size bed, two little nightstands. Let's see, maybe they could put one of these in the other one. Very nice decor up on top. It's really just very tastefully decorated, simple but very nice. And a ceiling fan up on top, again. And there's also a walk-in closet too, which is a very nice feature. Plenty of room to put all your things down. So, the last thing I thought I'd point out before I cut off the video is just how nice and flexible these sliding doors are out here. You notice I had them pushed all the way over to this side? You can unlatch them on the wall, in the center, or on this wall. So you can part these from the center instead of pushing them all over to the side like I've done here. For instance, if I take these things and close them, you can see I get number 1, section number 2, section number 3 and 4, and then the 5th one. And I slide this entire... My battery ran out, but the point I was making is that you could just as easily open this thing from the center as you can from either side. And you can move these doors wherever you'd like. And the nice thing about having them wide open all the time like this, basically having an entire wall of the condo open up, is that you can go without the air conditioning. Although the air conditioning works quite well and can cool the place down in a matter of minutes, it's very expensive to run it here down in Mexico. Most condo owners give you an electricity allowance, which generally doesn't factor into running the air conditioning. So it's generally a good idea to leave it off unless you're like us and need it on when you sleep. That's really the only time we ever run it. And the air is so beautiful down here, especially this time of year around January, that you'll find probably you don't even want to run it during the day anyway. Well, that's all I have. I thought this condo was an excellent value, certainly for Ixtapa. Thank you very much for watching, and that is it.